statement.
See if they're able to pull it off here. We're jumping right into the Land of Dawn here. Last match of opening day for us for MPL Philippines Season 15. Can TNC Pro Team do it and surprise us all against Onic Philippines?
Very aggro start at the center of the map by Super Friends and Brusco, knowing that the Khalid can bully the Gatkacha and Low Yi. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, Brusco has not yet popped his region, but Yaoi has. So that's a little bit of an edge that Brusco has.
And Brusco, too, you know, for the most part, whenever he plays this Khalid, he's had some game-winning, I would say, just set potential, even on the biggest stages. And that's something that TNC obviously has to worry about. And the fact that he can also take a lot of attention, Kelra's taken a couple shots. Of course, that gold lane matchup, but here, bottom lane.
Oh, that's a quick rotation. Hope we can see it.
He has his vengeance, at least.
Kirk survives the 2v1, and he does pop the vengeance, yes.
So across the map, you see Onic PH winning the gold lane while they lose the EXP lane. Not entirely so, but the first rotation at the least. In terms of the emblems, is that really a Master Assassin on Kirk?
It looks like it.
He just wants to be aggro up against that Hilda. That's crazy. That's a rare spot. That's a rare sight to see.
You know what surprised me more is, with everything that's happened in mid and in bottom lane, Kelra just chunked half of the gold shielding on the gold lane turret.
Yeah. If what happened if what happened in the EXP lane wasn't a considerable win for TNC, definitely you could say at least for the first maybe next 2-3 minion waves, Kelra is winning the gold lane.
Not only that, but he also with that Fury Hammer, right? So he's got that little extra penetration damage towards the Moscom. So wants to win those trades. He still looks like he's going for it too. Right now it's TNC to go ahead and start up this turtle though. Might be able to go ahead and secure this one.
Feathered airstrike by Super Friends, preemptively used. Kirk going into the back line. Zaida goes down. The Kirkitect draws first blood, traded out for. Brusco popped as well. King Kong gets to working on the turtle. Retribution still on point despite the man advantage for TNC. Onic takes it.
That was perfect positioning by Onic. A great use of the feathered airstrike from that area by Super Friends. Caught TNC off guard. At the same time, the timing of them just jumping on Zaida, hounding him. The late entry of Kirk meant that the Suyo was just pressured.
You see that diversion play up here on the top side too. They missed it by a little bit. I mean, they were trying to possibly catch out Kelra on his rotate back up, but unfortunate they weren't able to do it. So things are going to reset. Brusco almost at level 4 available to him. While Yaoi a little bit ahead. Feathered airstrike coming down already. Whoa.
Committing the flicker. So definitely the Monster Mage was looking for some blood. SOD thrown out by Kozin. Just a preemptive measure. Let's go of the ult. And they're rotating up. It looks like they're trying to shut down Kelra's early advantage, but it's not going to happen.
Look at that work.
Yeah, this is really tough because the rotation that TNC did at the center of the map was to sort of balance out Kozin losing the gold lane. But because Super Friends got to pop him and he was forced to go back, they lost the gold lane even more. So at some point, TNC just needs to start allocating some resources to, with the turtle up there, I think try to get Kirk out of lane and then eventually help Moscow out more.
That's worth a flicker, gentlemen. I'll take that call like 4 out of 5 times. I would always flicker as the Farsa to take Kozin down.
Yeah, just delay him a little bit further because you already saw the gap between the gold laners. What is it, about 1,000 plus at this point, and Kelra knows he's got that bit of an advantage. Brusco checking out the backside there, but he is going to get spotted out. He is just going to zoom on out, though, just fine.
Sandwalk is so dirty. You saw how much Zaida committed to trying to take down Brusco, and Brusco just says nope. Oh, Lord JM down bottom. The level gap.
Master Assassin.
Clean. There you go. This answers the question.
Yeah, there's definitely Master Assassin at work there. I was like wondering, where is the damage reduction on the, since he's under the turret? I was like, oh wait, all right, yeah, the CZ has Master Assassin.
It's an assassin with a yo-yo, man.
Yeah.
You know?
That sounds terrifying. That is a mid-season anime villain that potentially might come back for the next.
Ooh. Brusco pushing back 3 members of TNC. In comes Lord JM. That's a 4-man presence from the Phoenix. And they pull the turtle slightly toward their side. Here comes Kelra and King Kong from the flank. Brusco, less than half health. The SOD thrown out by Kozin. Sees that there are a lot of Sonics on that side of the map, and they do take the dance slow. Kirk down to 1/5 of his health.
Good reset though by TNC Pro Team, and even Onic, they decided to reset it. But now Onic has spent a lot.
And they are going to commit the feathered airstrike. Blasting Yaoi. Pops the AOG. No one home. Brusco taken down by Lord JM. Death by Snoo Snoo.
Oh, Yawi on the run. He does go down, though. Super Prince gets that one.
The clap back by the Monster Mage. The Super Fan has her eyes on the turtle. Zyda retreats, and just like that, Kalra won't let him go. And the second turtle goes over to the world champions once more.
And now Onic Philippines are continuing it. They want to invade. Let's see if they'll be able to get this orange buff. King Kong does have his retribution. But no, it's just forcing TNC to react and
The
watch.
beast is playing with his food and steals one away from Zyda.
Onic Philippines. It's crazy because I was just about to say that was oh wait, bottom lane.
Kirk, that's 3 of them. Oh, he's not going to survive this one. Serving up a kill to Kozin.
Great job, at least finally, to get a response, because it looked like things were really tipping in favor of Onic Philippines there. But at least TNC finds a kill now on the bottom side. They should be able to get some push there. But here's the response now from Onic Philippines.
Yawi put down to less than half of his health. Brusco catches a few. The flicker raging sandstorm. Yawi down to 1/10 of his health. JM looking for a kill. Brusco gets hit by a stray SOD. Double kill for Kozin. Super Prince bites it. AOG by Yawi. Might have been a little too risky. Back.
See now with the counter, showing that they can dance with Onic. It's not the cleanest, most dominating dance, but the Phoenix Army can fight and take it to the defending world and Philippine champions. We saw it in the last objective fight. We thought TNC would win it. Onic PH got to recover. Now, off of a TNC recovery, Onic PH tried to answer back, but again, they overextended. This could have been a great play, but they didn't take into account Lord JM's positioning, forcing them back. It's also a very good call by Kozin to toss the SOD, and at the same time for TNC to push forward and threaten, forcing the flicker from Kelra.
Yeah, great, just kind of scrappy fight from TNC, and I feel like that tends to be, what we see from TNC as a team a lot of the time. So if they want to go ahead and just kind of battle it out, brawl it out there with Onic Philippines in any of these lanes, they'll most likely take those fights.
TNC's side lane
Into the game. Jumping in, we're 7 minutes in to catch you guys up here. Turtle is almost up. Last one, the third one of this game.
All of the above mentioned is true, but just the same, looking at that mini-map, it's still blue, all right? And all the turtles went to Onic despite the great start from TNC. So they can count their blessings, understand that that big play could still happen, but Joseph is right. They have to follow through, man.
Good wave manipulation up top, meaning it's taking a while for Kozin to show himself. It's going to rely on an SOD to land.
Turtle down to about half health. Early hits on the ults from Onic Philippines, and Brusco jumps in. Yawi bites it. That's a man down. Lord JM is going to follow through. King Kong gets another. 3 players left for TNC, and off the cusp is Kozin farming off camp.
Great execution there by Onic Philippines. They, again, how many times have we seen this from Onic when they have, is he going to steal it? Oh, too close for comfort, man.
Nope.
But yeah, TNC Pro Team are going to lose a purple buff here. Nice try there, Kozin. And yeah, good condition check. Super Prince landing the feathered airstrike hit, Brusco being in the right position to follow up, and everyone just collapsed at the same time. Great timing by Onic PH. It was vintage Onic.
Oh, and they're still collapsing down. Lancey survives with just a sliver of health. Kelra snipes him through from downtown. The AOG knocks up 2. Super Prince bitten down on, but Kelra gets the vengeance kill.
And this is part of it too. He just picked up the Sky Piercer, so now that Kelra goes and continues to build up, the shields are gonna pop. Even before this Lord comes into play here, about a minute away before it can get taken. So it almost feels like Onic Philippines was like, yeah, TNC, you were a little scrappy. You might have had that little bit of a win, but even when it comes to the objective, we'll fight you guys, and we'll remind you who we are at this point.
Now I gotta glaze on Onic PH because just watching them execute those fights, those sequences, it's just, literally, everyone knows what they have to do, where they need to be. How the heck did Kelra land that Death Sonata?
We didn't see the angle.
Yeah, I really thought that Zyda was at least blocking it, but Kelra somehow found an angle. I was like, nah, there's just right enough room where I'll be able to hit Lancey, and then it landed.
And that's why I love what Super Prince does when he picks up the Farsa here. Like, he is one of those players. I mean, more and more do it now, but he's been one of those players for the longest time when he picks up the Farsa. Like, he's so aggressive that he flickers forward, right?
He's done it twice this game.
He's done it twice this game, but he's done that so many times in the past, and it sets things up perfectly for those off angles.
That's a real moment moment, ladies and gentlemen, during the Infinix hand cam, where they took 3 down like it was nothing, trading out King Kong for 3 members of TNC. Lancy, Zaida, Yawi down. Lord J might follow through. One more for the Filipino Savage as Kelra takes down the last member, Sans Kozin from TNC.
He's still up in the heavens, the god of the gold lane, still proving that he lives up to that name. 6 kills, 0 deaths, 0 assists. He's just out for blood.
He was technically in the mid, but yes.
He's just a
god.
He's a god at this point. A lot of us have seen it, especially on this Granger pick. And we're going to take a look at the replay. I mean, look at this. The collapse down. Lord JM was waiting in the winds, but it's just too late. I mean, even if he comes in, Brusco just heals up, and he's like, I got you in a way. Even though he goes down, but Kelro will land that last shot, the Destinata. Oh.
With that vision. Whether it's Kirk, Brusco, either of those two, maybe even King Kong, a little bit too deep, a little bit too aggro. Kelro's always just there to go, nah, I got you. I'll make sure that if you go down, it won't be a waste.
We'll see if they can actually catch Kelro this time around or actually fight for this Lord here.
Down to a 5th of its health, now a 10th. King Kong knee deep.
Oh,
Zaida gets the steal. AOG by Yawi in the thick of it. He does go down, traded out for Super Prince. Looking for the punish. Kelra gets a double. Zaida running through.
Oh, no, Zaida.
Can Onic Philippines stop him? He gets away with highway robbery.
A Lord, and they took Super Prince down to, and this will force Onic PH to go back. Yawi Lord JM will be up just in time to see if King Kong will be able to delay it. Now, in terms of how the movement is going right now, it seems like, it might just be wasted. They won't be able to make the most out of this Lord TNC Pro team.
Hey, it's better than nothing.
Yeah. It's something. It's something. What a steal, though, by Zaida. Gotta commend him.
Is this correct? The first Lord of the game.
Yeah, very first one.
Yep.
Go to the hands for TNC. So they won't be able to push with the Lord. Mid-tower, it will fall. So, okay, TNC Pro team will be able to get something out of here. Some semblance of a little bit more control now.
So it's not a total waste to get that one. Again, it's a little bit of hope that they needed too. So that mid turret actually doesn't go down just yet.
Yikes.
As Onic Philippines will go ahead and still kind of continue to clear things. I'm wondering too, how many stacks does Kelra have right now? He's 8-0. So what did that put him at? I think he picked up the Sky Piercer
at around 2 or 3.
Around 2 or 3, maybe 4 kills.
All right.
Oh, hold on.
What's this?
Whoa,
They collapse down onto the Brusco. Did not expect for there to be that many Phoenix Army members in that bush.
And I think, are we going to get another diversion? No, we're not, but that is a great play by TNC Pro Team. At this point, that pickoff is so expensive for Onic PH.
That's a great play from TNC, and they can actually continue to do this and build around it.
Are we just going to let go of the fact that Zaida stole a Lord? He was down 2 levels and he stole a Lord. What are the mechanics of this young man, formerly known as Mama Coco, when he was playing in the amateurs?
Dude, Onic Philippines wants to fight this, though. They're actually going to drop down the Feathered Airstrike. I don't think they can catch him, though, but Kirk...
Wait, they're still going!
They're still going. Oh, Kozin!
Kirk! Goes through the wall, jumps through, and yeah, TNC is...
Uh-oh, diversion.
Real. Diversion going to the back line. Do they know? Okay. Super Prince throws out 1, a Death Sonata 2, they cancel.
Yeah, just like that, Onic PH gets control of the map again. If you've forgotten who Zaida is, a back-to-back MDL champion and MPL Season 13 champion with Team Liquid Philippines in their inaugural season. He was an MDL Season 2 Finals MVP and regular season MVP. For the longest time, though, touted as a double-edged sword, high-risk, high-reward type. That was high risk what he did trying to steal that Lord. Well, he got a high reward.
Definitely did, and so it might make Onic Philippines also hesitant a little bit on this next one coming up in just a couple seconds. But this is where anytime, any lineup, any team that has the low Yi can play around the macro presence. But look at this. Onic Philippines is going to go for themselves, trying to make a play.
Got a concealed play. Raging Sandstorm on a 3. SOD hits no one. Lancey's down. Bruce gets it out for Zaida gets a kill. Look at the back line. King Kong takes down Kozin. The shutdown onto the Moskov. And Zaida her tail. But Kelra shuts him down. You ain't going nowhere, son. 3 for 1. Onic back on the board.
What a scrabble by these two. And at the end of it all, it's TNC Pro Team. Who's suddenly surprised.
Lord JM, he tried to get away. Couldn't find a bush. Kelra gets him.
And now TNC have to play from the back? Or will
no.
Onic actually just try to end with this lone minion wave against Agatas Gacha? Goes in and Lancey will be back in time.
It's an end angle. Literally Yaoi versus the world. They penetrate through mid. King Kong sent over to deal with the Lord alone. And Onic PA is just going for insurance.
And that's what I'm saying. You know, this is a showcase that even so, Onic Philippines will find different ways to approach these team fights. I mean, think about it. They pop that conceal, they went around the corner, they cause some chaos against a lineup like this from TNC, and they end up still protecting Kelra. Like, looking at this replay, look at the positioning. Kelra's able to be okay, even though in between Lord JM and Kozin, and they still survive. So he joins this fight, pops off a couple shots, and catches Zaida here at the end. So with that, they get the Lord, they get that one turret, and now they get prepped and ready to approach the base of TNC.
We've always talked about how Onic PH, suddenly it feels like they're coming from, or at least Kelra, King Kong, Kirk, usually those three coming from all angles. That was literally the entire team coming from every direction possible in the game.
Oh, and at this point, once again, Brusco using that conceal already. The turrets are going to go down. Still the top is up. That second tier finally falling. The Lord's cleared out though, so TNC, can they stay in this game? Yaoi will go ahead and charge on up the Unbreakable. They're going to clear these waves. Better airstrike.
Reggie says the answer. Cancelled AOG, revitalized by Yaoi. Catches Brusco and Kirk. Vengeance already in the SOD. Kozin takes it point blank. Kelra takes down Yaoi. That's a man down for TNC. Finally, the last inhibitor falls. TNC just a bare base left.
Kirk actually got to block a really good SOD angle. Since Kirk blocked it, Kozin couldn't find the perfect gag angle for his ultimate.
King Kong catches a few beads from TNC, pushed them out, cleared. The Phoenix army lives on another day.
Okay, TNC will actually stay in the game despite losing all the turrets, though. They still have some fight in them. Waves pushing up on top and bottom. Are they actually going to still go for the end angle here?
The Super Fam is relentless. They want to end it. Feathered airstrike by Super Prince. Look at the back line. Scrambled. Lancey trying to go up against the god in the gold lane. Kelra does call the shot. Kozin comes in. The wind of nature. Not enough for Kelra to survive the shutdown. 11 kills worth of gold. Zaida taken out by King Kong. The fight continues. 2 for 1. The current trade. Lancey's down. Yaoi fighting for his life will not work out. 3 for 1. This is still an end angle. Lord Jam and Kozin left.
They're going to have to keep it together here. It's only 2 versus the 4.
Kozin gets jumped in on by Brusco. Strike served up with a few salvos of Super Prince's feathered airstrike. The base still left standing. There's one siege minion. The base is going to fall. Onic Philippines